So anyway, the next stop we're gonna sort of start to wind up, but I want to take you to the Grand Cafe that was the Morrisons and show you the conference, the kitchen that they've restored, and then talk about the tower, and then I'll probably wind it up there. But feel free to grab me or give my information or anything. Controversial thing, but I don't think it was meant to be an entertainment center forever. I think that it was started for that purpose. And that was, I think we had a wish for allow some of the fleshly stuff to come in and offer. That's nice.
This is work that Ben Martin did.
But I've studied a lot, prayed about it.
Thanks, Ben.
You know, there's so much good that's coming out of it now. It's hard for me to say that it wasn't intended.
Sometimes man takes something and they, over time it gets not in his plans.
Well, it's absolutely, I mean, they were given so much. I mean, they were taking in $200, $300, $400 million in, you know, a year in donations and stuff. And, you know, I thought about it would be really neat to see a movie made about this in a new way that would show you know, if any of us got thrown that much money and stuff, we would all probably be worse and done worse than what the Bakkers did. I mean, you know, there's a story where these like kind of two hillbilly type folks came up in this junked out car and pulled in front of the hotel, and this person told me, he goes, God told me to give this to Jim and Tammy, and he opens up the trunk, and it's filled with silver bars.
Wow.
And that's the kind of stuff that you'll talk to people, and people just gave. That, you know, if God tells you to give, you know, we've all done kind of crazy things. I mean, people put rings in envelopes and stuff like that, and the world doesn't understand that type of giving, and you're giving to God. And most of the people that gave those Social Security checks and all that, they said that, you know, that I didn't give to Jim and Tammy themselves, I gave it to God, and they don't feel like they were cheated throughout the whole thing. And you'll hear that over and over, and it's really neat because it's still going. And I like to show that, like, now our focus is on education and like our schools and our missions, and it's still going on. I would really like to show the partners that you didn't like waste your money. It's still even better. This is a little area. It's not very much, and I'm trying to update it all the time. But there's some things from those days, like the Susie Moppet doll. Yeah, and so I've got so much other stuff. I need to have a bigger, like a museum, really. But I really like for y'all to come back and see this right here is the Main Street sort of map of what each store was originally, and so that's kind of neat, you know, sort of to see what things were. And I also would like to point out that we put up this this marker here that says all the partners, members, laborers, leaders, and all those associated with Heritage USA, the people who love ministry, and the countless other brothers and sisters from January 178 to the present, and sowed in this property, ministered in love here, and pointed in reverence all the countless multitudes of millions that came here to worship our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ are hereby honored. And we just want to honor them as ministry, MorningStar Now, and who we are, the people of all of, you know, any of you that gave and any of your family. We're so many millions that did, that we wanted to honor them because the Bible says that you're supposed to honor your fathers and mothers. it may be well with you, and we don't think that's just your biological mother and father, but your spiritual fathers and mothers too. So I just wanted to show you those two things, and y'all can come back and look, but I want to go down Main Street and take you into the kitchen area.
Oh,
You should be the one talking. I hate talking in front of the people that were here and spend all the time, and like, I'm
going to show this to Ben. He'll really love it.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. His business is taking off.
Yeah, I see like this thing on LinkedIn and stuff.
Yes.
Looks like he's doing good.
Yeah, the first 2 years been a groundbreaker, but they're doing well.
Awesome.
Possible web marketing.
Are you involved with Peter's church?
I was. We came back to MorningStar in December,
Okay.
and we're a 10-year partner now.
Okay, awesome.
Got my pin this morning.
Wow.
So did Barbara.
Wow. Yeah, it's weird talking to somebody like you about PTL. So.
I'll just give you spot questions.
No, please jump in if you feel like add anything. It's hard to do it in an hour, but this is what's called the Grand Cafe. Back in the day, it was a Morrison's. It has the distinction of, at the time in 1985, July 4th, or I'm sorry, 86, it served the most people food in 24-hour period and was recognized by Guinness Book of World Records. And this was all filled with tables up and down, people eating. The people ate out of the buffet line that's right behind this stained glass. And this is the kitchen that's been restored through the Partners Giving that you've been seeing in the newsletters. So in a minute I want you to peek through the curtains and see it if you haven't. But we're very proud of it, I'm excited to hear all the noise. And this used to be a kitchen for the ministry that served primarily the conference center and the grand ballroom, as it were, because there used to be a lot of performances there. They would have a dinner theater, and this is where I believe BB and CeCe Winan got their start on the grand ballroom stage, and they're doing a musical. Jim Bakker told me a Broadway musical about their lives, and it's called from Detroit to Pineville. And Pineville is the little city here. It's basically her mom supposedly put them on a bus to come to Heritage USA to live here and to grow in ministry of music. And it wasn't exactly like they had it painted it where they just dumped them on the bus. But more or less they grew up here, and the Winans always honor Jim Bakker. They got a star out on Hollywood, and they asked him to come out there to celebrate with him, and he was really proud of that. He had a lot of people start here in music and ministry. I found an album the other day somebody gave me, and it said Karen, and it was this real young girl, looked like a high schooler. And I was like, she looks familiar. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's Karen Wheaton. And she was one of the singers here that got started, and she must have been 19 on this album. But she's at the Ramp, I believe, in ministry in Alabama, the kids ministry. It's amazing. But this was a very special place for Heritage USA, sort of like the hub of the food. And it's always been a special place for MorningStar. We've had a lot of great events here. The Knights of Malta, all kinds of wedding receptions, and other ministries have used it as sanctuaries, sometimes to do church services. But this is like a very vibrant, beautiful space that's been used by lots of people. Originally, this walkway out to the tower was going to extend and come through the door to where the tower residents would be able to come into the cafeteria. So that's what that big walkway was.